quick update to my Legacy trailer live reaction, because of course I missed something in a live reaction. Ash tells us, straight up, that there are multiple arena maps. She just calls it arenas. I thought she said arena, singular. But no time to be disappointed, as this means that we're going to be getting at least 3 new maps to enjoy the new arenas mode in. There's obviously the very small and confined one from the Ash teaser, which I've largely speculated to be on the planet Solace near King's Canyon, perhaps somewhere on World's Edge. But then we get this snow-covered map, with its own wrecked phase runner, which could be World's Edge, although it could be from the only other place in the lore we've seen a phase runner connected to. One of the loading screens from Season 7 speaks of a phase runner test that sent a basketball to the planet Troy, which is in the frontier. And so if Ash is using the phase runners to send us to these arena maps, I mean, someone like Bangalore potentially has a way home here. This is already giving us some character investment to work with. Ash is obviously testing the legends through the phase runner for a reason that'll hopefully become evident as we go through at least this season, if not into the future. But she's not the only one who wants to use it for a certain purpose, right? But ultimately, I'm not entirely sure what planet this map is set on. Pathfinder's Quest does give us some information on the various Syndicate planets through Loba and Octane's chapter, but the only 2 they speak of that could fit this location would be the mysterious Boreas that they barely say anything about, almost purposefully, or the incredibly deadly Tartarus. So from there, kind of unsure, but it's definitely a pretty hostile and cold location that has some connection to, again, the legacy of Branthium. And from there, we come to actually a much more familiar map in a few ways. This location was teased first through the 100 million players trailer, and perhaps even long before that, from the Season 8 loading screen, Ship Happens, where Mirage talks to Fuse about having crashed the Mirage Voyage into a city that supposedly came out of nowhere, that seemed like an excuse at the time, but then when you consider Olympus, it seems a lot more probable, right? Although, the actual aesthetic design, and the lighting especially, doesn't feel like Olympus. Some of the geography does, and some of the actual landmarks feel like Olympus, but the lighting feels completely different, and this seems to be an isolated, segregated arena area. So either he's crashed down on the planet Psamathe, which is why the lighting looks so similar to some of this old concept art and Loba's Legacy of a Thief, but those elements in themselves mean that this could also actually kind of be Olympus. Writer Ashley Reed revealed through a Reddit AMA quite a while back that Olympus is built on a modular system, meaning it can reshape its own structure and theoretically take parts of itself out and put them elsewhere. We've also been told by developers that part of their idea for Olympus is that they wanted to have other flying cities seen around it in the atmosphere, which we can see some sort of remnants of in things like the Revenant trailer. So, either this is an isolated spot on the planet that's obviously been contained by the Wreckage, or it's a spot that got wrecked on Olympus, and then Olympus sequestered that little broken off chunk away from its main body, suspended by another group of Branthium balloons. This could just be a tiny little floating arena in the sky, containing all of Mirage's damage and allowing Olympus to just fix itself up. So, as you can see, live reactions aren't really good for getting all the information. There's probably something I've still missed, but it seems, ultimately, we've got the teaser arena, most likely to be on Solace or Talos. Then the Frozen Arena, which again could be several places. It could be World's Edge as referenced in Valkyrie's map and given the cold climate, but those 2 things could also lead to it being on the planet Boreas or the planet Tartarus, and the inclusion of a phase runner could also mean that this is the planet Troy, with the final of the 3 maps evidently being tied at least to the planet Psamathe, if not Olympus in itself. So if you've seen any more arenas maps in the trailer or hidden in the lore somewhere, any ideas for lore locations that would make good arenas, chuck them down in the comments. Do you think that each map will have its own particular kind of game mode? Is this not just a great opportunity for us to add more maps on a more regular basis? Expand on extra elements of the world that we sort of know about? Yeah, this is some cool shit. I'd even look forward to something like Forge's Museum on Gaea, being like a stupid, fun arena map somewhere down the line. But with that, I think that's enough out of me for today. Thank you for staying with me, friends. I've been Euclidean Vision, the emotional support. Take care of yourselves out there, teammates, and may the glorious light of Beskil shine within you. Bye-bye.